The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
You see, guys? White girls can be passport bros too, yay!
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
Leave us alone, mind your business, and organize your people if you care that much.
Hey people, how you are doing today? Together Destiny here, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a video of a white woman who came on TikTok to talk about how she loves black men and how white men in her community will frown at her because she is in love with a black man. And what led to that video was her actually posting a video trying to compare white men dating black women to black men dating white women, saying that, oh, other people, black women can talk about how they love white men and they don't get a lot of hate, but when a white woman says she loves a black man, then it's a whole jumbo it's a whole madness that goes on. Anyway guys, I need you guys to hear what she has to say. I'm going to play the original video that led her to make this second video so you get the full context of what she's saying.
All right, let's have a discussion about the recent trends of interracial dating preferences, because it's really interesting to compare different versions of this amongst the races and genders. First of all, no hate to any of these creators. I'm mostly commenting on your comment sections. So obviously white woman that says she doesn't mess with white guys. Comment section, you know, there's a lot of black men praising her, whatever. But then there's like, you know, there's some white men that are very angry in this comment section about, you know, how she's going to be a single mother. Here's me saying you mad. Okay, so like I said before, whenever I talk about dating black men, I get terrible comments from white men saying, you know, just several racist things, saying like mud shark or single mother or you're gonna have impure babies, or like, why would you want your babies to have a lower IQ? And it's like, dang guys, like y'all really are racist. Okay, so this woman, I don't want to guess her race, but she doesn't appear as white as the last woman. And again, we see black men approving here. No white men to be found. Here's a black woman saying she likes white men. White men saying, we like you too. Oh, for real? Here's some black men saying they like white girl. We get side-eye, bi, of course. Here's another black man that said this. They said, they can have you, good sir. This girl says she likes white men. White men say, finally, we're getting some love. I like you too, etc., etc. Here's the thing. I understand the resentment when it comes to, you know, white women fetishizing black men, and the resentment that comes from black men being colorist and misogynoirist. I don't know if that's a word, but I understand the resentment on both those sides. But the fact that people hate white women and black men together so much, it needs to change, because it's 2023. White men cannot stand the idea of a white woman being with a black man. I mean, we've seen this over the last, how many, 400 years. And it's like, where are y'all complaining when there's white men that only date Asian women, or white men that only date black women? Like, y'all only hoot and holler when it's a black man and a white woman. The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar is genuinely sad, and is a reflection of how our white supremacist society feels about black men. Like, genuinely, I could come on here and say that I love black women and no one would bat an eye. But the fact that all of a sudden black men are involved, somehow there isn't a genuine reason to love black men. So many Americans' minds are still so colonized and still so indoctrinated by racial pseudoscience from hundreds of years ago is astounding. There is so much work that needs to be done. Like, people cannot fathom the fact that I could love a black man for something aside from his body. Can't fathom the fact that I genuinely enjoy being around black men. A lot of the times when I'm with white men, I feel unseen. I feel more objectified because I feel like white men don't understand me as a person as much as a black man would, because at least black men understand what it's like to be like sexualized and objectified. So there's some level of understanding, although it's completely different. There's still, I feel like, greater empathy that I experience between myself and a black man than with me and a white man. Just based off my personal dating history, the black men that I have dated have been the most genuine, kind people. Like, there are reasons that I could prefer to date people that aren't just based off their bodies. And the fact that folks can't process that is like, y'all really don't view black men as anything else than a body. Also, these people say that I'm stealing black men away, like they don't have autonomy in their decisions. And it's so sad to me because there have been white women have come to me and said, I was thinking about dating black men, but I'm scared of what the white community will think, or I'm scared of being judged by white people. And it's like, that is so sad. Like, black men are already the most terrorized, villainized people in our country. And the fact that they aren't allowed to have genuine love towards them, or it's not even understood that they could possibly be lovable people, is insane. So yeah, this is why I'm so passionate about it, because like literally like white people refuse to talk about these things, and it's like, if we continue to just be silent on things because we're afraid we're gonna be a bad person for slipping up somehow, like nothing's gonna change.
Go ahead and let me know what you think about what she said down in the comment section, because that's what we do here. We have conversations. So go ahead, share your thoughts down in the comment section. So this got a lot of people's reaction. So I'm going to split this into two parts, okay? So this got a lot of people's reaction. Black men were reacting to this like, oh, this white woman loves them. And black women were reacting to a white woman talking about how she loves black men and how, why is this a trouble? So let's see what black woman has to say to this white woman, and then we'll come back and talk.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
Okay. Sweetheart, this is the thing. You can like who you want to like, right? But like, sometimes it's just so cliche. And that is what is outside the norm. That has nothing to do, in my opinion, with just white supremacy and how people see black men, but because it's repetitious to even black men constantly saying that they're dating outside their race, or, you know, passport bros, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It just gives this negative connotation to a lot of the problem that is the problem within entire indoctrination all over the world. Okay. That's one thing. But two is that why is it ever necessary to declare that though? Right? So like, if you have a group of men and you're not sitting with your girlfriends and having like a casual conversation, like why is it necessary to declare the type of men that you like? So for example, if I'm having a conversation with my girlfriends and we're out having drinks and we're just casually talking about the type of men that we like to date, then in that moment, in that setting, yes, it makes sense to say, you know what? I like him tall. I like him dark. I like him handsome. Like, I'll date a Matthew McConaughey type of dude, but I prefer to date this type of guy. You know, it's okay, but it's casual conversation. But it almost seems to be like a thing that you guys say to kind of lure the black men in. But a lot of times what you're not realizing, the type of black men that you're luring in, however, are not the ones that are qualified. They're not bona fide type of men. They're not the type of men that's going to gravitate towards you and come in with respect, their own income, responsibility, understanding the dynamics of women and men. No, they're gravitating towards you because now you're coming off as a weak woman. So when a white person responds to it, they might say it in a different way, but at the end of the day, we all see things differently, just for different reasons in different ways. Okay, so I think that's the reason why you're probably more than likely getting backlash. I didn't go look at the video because I didn't care to look at it. I just was listening to your statement when you said that, like, when I come up in here and I talk about me liking black men and things like that, you don't have to tell us all that, though. That's the problem. Like, baby, if that's your preference, that's your preference. I guess what my only question is that why do you, when I always hear women say, and I guess I'm a little bit older, so I understand that when you say that you like a group of men, it's putting yourself in a box and is not leaving you enough room to really find true love when you put yourself in a box. So I used to be the girl to say I would never date outside my race, but that would again be limiting you on finding true.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
Hey, sugar, how you doing? You can say that you love black men, but it better be legit. I mean, it better be legit. Love them because of the fact they need the soul of the love. Love them for the fact that they need to be hugged, cared for. And I'm not saying that black men don't get love at home or even at their jobs, wherever the case may be. But let it be genuine. Y'all be doing it for clout. Y'all, white women do it for clout. White women do it for, I love you, black men, and don't mean not damn. They don't need no meaning behind it. Not one. No, not one. A lonely friend of Jesus, and not a soul to care. Beyond it. If you mean it, it's fine. If you don't mean it, don't do it. You know, it's almost the same saying as, if you don't have enough nice to say, don't say it at all. It goes the same for products like that. Because yes, black women and other people out there, the same demographic, are going to come behind you and going to correct you, which is we should, because we do love our black men genuinely. We do appreciate our black men genuinely. And I know a lot of black men don't think that, but that's because it's in their head, not so much of us. To be honest on that one. That's in their mind. But if you gonna mean it, sweetheart, go for it. But if you gonna do that shit for some clout, know what's gonna come behind it, because it's gonna be a whole stampede. And it ain't just gonna be one. It's gonna be 7,000, 100,000, you name it. It's gonna be a whole group. Because we don't play about our men and women and children. Do you know what we had to get through? Baby, do you know how black people had to get through pains and aches and back in the day and now just to be who we are for you to kick. That shit ain't funny, because I guarantee we did it to a white woman or a white man, you be dead. And this is not a black woman being angry. This is a black woman just telling you the truth. We sick of it. And then they come to us, running to us after y'all did that. They do. Hurt, unhealed, traumatized, and everything else between. I don't think y'all know the meaning of it when you dehumanize a soul. And it's not funny. Ain't nothing cute about that. And I'm not gearing this towards you, but y'all need to understand that. This is me saying that. And there are white women I know that genuinely love black women and men and mean it. And they behind us every year. They at the rallies. They are doing things, supporting us. They in AWCP, trying to be involved. You want to do something for us? Do that. Love you. Bye.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men.
And posts like that are why I will always side-eye white women that come out their mouth and say, oh, I can't be racist. I have a black baby dad. I have a black boyfriend. You can very much so be pro-black man and anti-black woman. See it every day. What really threw me off was that she was actively playing into the triangulation that black men like to use non-black women for. Like, she started the video like, if I were to say, you know, I love black women, nobody would say anything. But when I say I love black men, it's all this kickback. Girl, black women have been getting bashed by all groups, including black men, since forever. So, yeah, when the reverse comes about and we're actually being uplifted, why would there be any kickback? And that wasn't the only time she mentioned black women in the video. She also mentioned something about black women being mad that they're stealing our men. And it's just like, That's why black women be side-eyeing these interracial relationships, because they just can't seem to exist in bliss without bringing up black women or using us to triangulate in some capacity. It's really weird. So she also goes on to say that black men are the kindest, they are the nicest, they are totally villainized and victimized in this society. She understands racism, and she understands how, white people play into that. I'm like, okay, you have a grasp of that, but do you know what misogynoir is, girl? So you can grasp racism is causing discrimination against black men. So can you grasp that that same racism is affecting black women, coupled with misogyny, because we live in a patriarchal society. So black women are facing both racism and misogyny at the same time, which would mean that black men experience a level of privilege in a patriarchal society. And I'm glad that you've had a great experience with black men, but what we're not going to do is just totally gaslight the fact that the black femicide rate is out of control at this time. So I'm not sure if she's fully aware of the harm that she's perpetuating. And, if she was just someone that was outright like, yeah, I'm pro-black male, girl, have your day, have fun. But don't claim to be pro-black and an ally to all black people when you're okay with some level of harm to the women in that community.
Black men would, because at least black men understand what it's like to be like sexualized. And
so I just have a question. I know you're saying that with white men you feel like you're often sexualized and objectified. With black men, which party would you say is objectifying and sexualizing them? It definitely happens for sure, but which party would you say? Because 2 + 2 is equal in 4, I don't know, the math is a little short today.
the fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
So my question comes, why do you have to voice your love for a specific demographic? Why are you pro-black men and not pro-black people? And it's crazy how the TikTok algorithm works, but I was literally just talking about this, how weird I think it is to do stuff like this, whether it's a black man or a black woman, whether it's a white man or a white woman doing it. Fetishizing black people is so damn weird. Do you know how many posts I come across in a day of women talking about, oh, I love black men with dreads. I should have known he was a red flag. He was a dark-skinned black man with dreads. Do you not realize how inherently harmful this is to our people? That's why people have such an uproar about it. And you say that you don't see the uproar when people come on here praising black women. Let me be the first to tell you that I'm one of those people that hate that. I hate the fetishization of our men and women. It's weird. We're not doll babies. We're not Barbies. We cannot be objectified by things that are in our culture. You're talking about people are still indoctrinated by the racial pseudoscience, whatever. But it's your same demographic of people upholding that. That's why voicing that you have a strong love for a specific race is so weird to me. Regardless of the race, regardless of men and women, it's weird. You notice the patterns that the people who feel like they have to voice their love for black men so much, or even black women, are usually the ones who will not have black men and women's backs when shit really goes down in society against us, especially black men. Yeah. Your video is extremely harmful to the black community, but especially black women.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
I sat there and I watched her video, and I didn't watch the whole thing, so I really don't know what else she said, but then there was this energy to her. It's this thing that I noticed that a lot of white women carry about them. Black men are not puppies on the street in need of saving. Okay, your savior complex is not needed. And honestly, that's part of the problem. It absolutely is. Save your tears. I'm not going to say save your love, because love is love. It's a beautiful thing. But just make sure that you're coming from a good place and not a white savior place, okay? That's how half of the world was colonized. Black men don't need your saving. That's it.
So those are black women's reaction. Go ahead, share your thought down in the comment section, okay? And then this is black men's reaction to what that white woman said.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
You see, guys? White girls can be passport bros too, yay! Aria here says that she loves black men because when she's around white men, she feels unseen. White boys are mean to her, and black guys are nice because they've been sexually objectified and treated bad like her. She can relate. She says that if she came on here and said that she loves black women, no one would bat an eye. She says people don't realize that there can be a genuine reason to love black men. And all the reasons she gave involves them treating her nice and being oppressed by her own people. Sorry, white boys, you haven't been oppressed enough for her. Dating people just to please you and treat you nice isn't objectifying them, no. Sounds like a passport bro to me. She wants to say whatever she wants to say about black men and not be criticized. What a privilege. Please stay out of relationships with people that have to put down their own kind. It's self-hate.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
I will never understand a white woman being pressed about letting the world know she only dates black men or she only loves black men. Never understand it. I can't comprehend it. Don't care to, but I just don't understand why they be so pressed about letting the world know they date black men. Just won't get it. Like, are y'all trying to seek validation? Or what? I don't know. I just don't get it, man.
That I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
Hey, you. That's totally awesome that you like cream in your coffee. Well, I like coffee in my cream. Wait, did I say that right? I think it's the opposite way. No, but you know what I really like about you? You know what's totally cool about you? You like, even though you like black guys, which is awesome, totally awesome, you know, but you don't try to look or act black. Now that's what I really like. That's what's totally cool. We might need to talk.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Go watch her video. She's basically saying that she can't say that she likes a black man without everybody getting, you know what I'm saying, mad, or you're using him for his body, or you're fetishizing him. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, man, when we say America is racist as shit, bro, it's racist as shit. They just keep exposing it. Just watch it, bro. You can't say nothing positive about black people, like black men in general. That's why they hate the passport bros movement. That's why they're trying to demonize it. Oh, it's got to be something bad because y'all are doing it. Y'all are the ones doing it. You know what I'm saying, bro? And then what's so bad about it? The world is not on the same shit as America. And I think that's what's driving a lot of these low-key racists fucking mad. That they're like, well, why not? So we're the only ones that can't be. Yeah. You're exposed. Peace out.
I love black men without there being an entire uproar is genuinely sad.
Brothers, it is Black History Month. Stop allowing yourselves to be pandered to. This woman does not love you. She is a parasite on the dying carcass that is your heart. Most of y'all need love, I can see from the comments. But her argument is that black men exhibit behaviors that are kind, that are caring. This is racism. Assigning behaviors and traits to a particular race is racist. It's like saying Asians are good at math. I know you need love, but stop getting it from random internet people who just want your views, need to pander to you. And on a real note, I do not like the weak shit. The pathetic groveling some of y'all do for white woman validation. It is pathetic, man. Get the hell up.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
You want to know why there's such an uproar? Because we see through your crap. We know that people like you only say that, oh, I love black men, I want a black boyfriend, because you only see us as your little BBC fetish. And half of the time, well, not even half of the time, 9 times out of 10, y'all be racist, y'all be abusive, y'all be weird, and, you know, y'all are just not good people, you know, and you hide it behind this pseudo this pseudo activism when the whole time you're just fetishizing us. So that's just not cool. We see through that, and I wish more black men saw through that, because we would have less of you.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
I believe people can love whoever the hell they want to. Hell, I seen a TV show where a woman married a tree. So if white women can have coitus with conifers, I see no problem with Caucasians courting African Americans. Serena Williams got a white man that don't take away from her black. Kamala Harris got a white man that don't take away from her blackness. Goddamn black man get a white wife, he gotta be an Uncle Tom. Or even worse, a Republican. Are those two synonymous? I'm just fucking with you, black Republicans, you so sensitive ass motherfuckers. Don't let Michael B. Jordan marry a white woman. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Black women be so mad they'll burn sage for 20 years. I mean, I seen a white man fall in love with a dog. I mean, white people just fall in love with anything, y'all. You know, just let them be. If they gonna fall in love with anything, might as well be a black person. I mean, the whole world gonna wind up looking like Steph Curry anyway. Eventually, we gonna be one big ass pot of light skin with burnt edges. Yep, the whole human civilization is gonna look like cornbread. I mean, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. I just so happen to think the black women are the shit, so I married one. But if I thought white women were the shit, Hispanic women were the shit, Asian women were the shit, I would have married one of them motherfuckers too. And what the fuck? We worried about who other people fucking anyway. I like Crayola box kids. I mean, I like people that just look like they everything. Where you come from? Where your people from? Everywhere.
The fact that I can't come on here and say that I love black men without there being an entire uproar.
Now, this is only my opinion. Nobody has to agree with me. Just keep things respectful, as I'm going to do as I'm replying to this young lady right here. Now, watch a few of your videos that you put out on this situation, and I want to touch bases on a couple things. In one part of your video, you said this.
People cannot fathom the fact that I could love a black man for something aside from his body.
I don't think that people are saying that you can't love a black man for something other than his body, but what you're saying is that you're only going to choose to love a man that has a specific type of body. When you say I only date black men, what you're saying is if you don't have that black body, I'm not going to date you or even look your way. And ultimately, it's the body of a black man that you ultimately love and want to date. Just like there's good black men in the world that treat women good, there's good white men that treat women good. Asian men that treat women good, Somalian men that treat women good, and so forth and so forth. But what you're saying is everybody else is automatically counted out because they don't have that body. You also explained about your negative experiences that you've had with white men. But then you took those negative experiences and then you categorized all white men with them, and you automatically said, okay, I feel like this is going to be all white men, so I'm canceling all of them out. Just like when somebody says I only date white men, they're automatically taking negative experiences that they've had with black men or somebody else's negative experiences that they've had, and they categorize all men of that color together and say, okay, I'm just canceling all of them out as a whole. And that's not fair to the men of that skin color that you're automatically canceling out. It's okay to date who you like to date, but what's not right is putting somebody else down while you're putting somebody else up. You literally did a video where you're putting white men down and lifting black men up. I would be pissed off too if I was a white man. Just like when people do a video putting white men up and black men down, it pisses me off. People don't have to put somebody else down to lift somebody else up. And it's okay to have your preference. That's why we say to love everybody regardless of their sexual preference. But what's wrong is not having empathy for other people. When you come out and acknowledge to the world in public, saying I only date black men, you have to understand that's going to hurt people and make people feel some type of way. Not necessarily because they don't want you to date somebody else, but they're hurt because they're basically counted out without you even knowing them. You're saying no matter how great of a person they are, no matter how well they treat women, they would never have a shot at you because of their skin color. This is no disrespect or hate towards you at all, my sister, but I do want to touch other parts of this video and another video you did on your channel. But I do love you, and I'll do a part 2 later.
Let me know what you think about this down in the comment section. Love to know your thought, because that's what we do here. We have conversation. So if you're a black man, have you been with a white woman? What do you think about this entire conversation? Do you think, and if you're a white man, what do you think about this entire conversation that this white woman is saying that white men frown at white women dating outside, like dating black men? Like, let us know your thought down in the comment section, because that's what we do here. We have conversations. So feel free, share your opinion respectfully, okay? Share your opinion respectfully. You don't have to insult anybody to share your opinion, okay? So here's my own thought on this, is that, so first I just want to point this out, that I personally, I don't care who anybody, no matter your race, choose to fall in love with. It's your life, it's your decision, make it. But the only thing I have about this video that this woman said that just kind of rubbed me up the wrong way is how, like, why can't you just love people? Like, I don't understand people when they say they love a particular race. For me, I don't understand. Why can't you get to know people? I've met some nasty white people. I've met some lovely white people. I've met nasty black people. I've met lovely black people. So why can't you just get to know a human being for a human being, rather than you saying, oh, I love black men? And I feel a lot of white women that does this on social media is using this for cloud, because they get the attention. And I even feel like we know there's fetish in it. I feel like some of these white women just like the idea of having a black man. And I posted a video of a white woman that is a baby mama to a black man, says she can say the N-word because baby daddy is black. So I feel like some white women do this just to get really close to the blackness, and that kind of make them feel some type of way. I'm not saying all, but some of them makes them feel good about themselves, that they are close to blackness. I don't know if I make sense. So for me, what you said kind of like rub me up. Why do you feel the need to come? I know we're having conversation, but the fact that you are emphasizing on loving a black man, for me, like, why can't you just love whoever you want to love? Why do you have to? White men, are you guys really jealous of white women dating black men? Let me know down in the comment section. Anyway, guys, so that's my thought. Go ahead and share yours down in the comment section, because that's what we do here. We have conversations, so feel free, share your own thought down in the comment section. With that all said, guys, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Please like this video, because that helps YouTube to push out my content, and that will be more people having this conversation, and that will be you supporting your girl. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because hey, that's what we do here. We have conversation. With that all said, guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.